What's going on, guys? Kale Alec here to talk about the Generation Duel Tournament for the Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS that's coming up. So, a quick rundown of what this is. This is going to be a side event that's going to be happening at YCS where you pick a ban list based on the generation of whatever anime you want. Um, and then you build a deck around it and you participate in the tournament. So what that means is, like, if you pick the original Yu-Gi-Oh, you basically get access to all the broken shit that's been banned or that everybody's been asking to come back. You get Yatagarasu, you get you get Cards of Safe Return, you get Graceful Charity, you get Pot of Greed back, you get Demok, Sinister Serpent, and Ring of Destruction with their original effects. That also includes Crush Card. Drawbacks of this is you can't use, like, any effect monsters that aren't on the list. Also, you can't use fusions, synchros, rituals, pendulums, or exceeds in this generation, but you get access to all the good broken stuff. This is the GX one. Oh my god. This is the GX one. And, basically what this is, you get access to 3 Stratos, 3 Disc Commanders. Oh my god. Stratos has been freed technically on this list, so those of you who are petitioning that hashtag Free Stratos 2016, he's back technically if you want to play on this list. The 5Ds era is basically, you get to play full power Ice Barriers again because their dragons are at least at 2, if not, at 3. And you get 3 Rescue Cat, which is full power X Sabers. Zexal is, I think, what people are gonna pick the most if they're gonna participate in the side event, because you get access to Shockmaster and Lavolval Chain again, which, oh man, that's gonna be cancerous. You can also play Satellar Knights, full power Satellar Knights, which will be nice. And then the Arc V1 is basically just our current ban list. So each of these lists, except for the Arc V1, can't use any other summoning method that wasn't primary in, like, their anime. So, like, Zexal, you won't be using anything except Exceed monsters. 5Ds, you can use only Synchro monsters. GX, you use only fusions. Except with the GX one, hold on, let me go into it real quick. The GX one bans all this fusion stuff. No Frightfurs, no Shadals, no, It's a lot of stuff, actually, surprisingly. But, I mean, it makes sense. If it's supposed to be around the anime, none of this was used in the anime, technically, so whatever. The Yu-Gi-Oh one, the original Yu-Gi-Oh one is, I don't know. If I were to pick one of these, it would probably either be the 5Ds one or the Arc V one. Because the Arc V1 is just our current ban list, and I'm just used to playing on that. But it'll be nice to play something like full power Ice Barriers again, or do something cool with the whole synchro stuff. Because literally no synchros are banned in that. And I think the only limited ones are the Ice Barrier Tiger, and the only semi-limited ones are Brionic and Trish. So that'll be cool. I think a lot of people are going to go after the Zexal one, though, because of the fact that you get access to a lot of good Exceed monsters. Hell yeah, forgot. Wind up the Zen Carrier crap. I'll put a picture of it on screen. Is at 2. You get 2 Zen Carriers, a card that was banned. It's an interesting concept, I think. Oh yeah, and then the winners. Anybody getting 1st to 4th gets a mat based on whatever ban list they followed. They're alright. I guess they'll be worth some money. The what's it called? The 5Ds one and the original Yu-Gi-Oh one just kind of look slapped together. Like, Merrick's art totally doesn't even fit with those two, but whatever, I could go on about that for a little while. Anyway, I think it's a good, refreshing concept. I think it's something that Konami is doing to test out what really should be banned and what really shouldn't be, by matching up decks basically at their prime. So you get, like, full power heroes, You get full power X Sabers, you get full power Satellar Knights, you get all the broken crap from the old Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Yeah, this one has Envoy of the End, Chaos Emperor Dragon. You can play him in this ban list right here. But it's basically Konami's way of, I think, if they keep a close eye on this type of tournament, they can kind of see what deserves to be ban worthy and what doesn't deserve to be ban worthy nowadays, because it's kind of a tough thing. I can see why Konami unbans and bans a lot of stuff that they do, because it's kind of, it's walking on eggshells just a little bit when you do this kind of thing. Because if they unban, let's say, Yatagarasu, someone's going to find a way to use and abuse it in the current meta with stuff also still being banned or still being limited. If Yatagarasu gets put to 1 or something like that, people will find a way to use and abuse it with some ancient card that nobody's ever heard of. But I think this is their way of just kind of keeping the current format while also having this going on, so people can kind of see what really needs to be broken, or what really needs to be banned and what really doesn't need to be banned. I don't know. I personally think it's a fun kind of thing you can do. There's going to be a lot of cancerous decks around. A lot of decks that we thought we had seen the last of are going to be coming back. And again, this is just a side event, so I mean, it's not like it's going to, completely dominate the competitive scene or anything like that. You can still play, regular Yu-Gi-Oh! With our regular ban list, which is the Arc V ban list. But yeah, I think it's a good way. Like I said, I think it's a way of Konami trying to figure out what they really need to ban and what they really can bring back. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just kind of like, okay, this deck is really good, really broken, it's topping all these events. Konami's like, hey, let's ban it. It's doing too good. They've been a little better with that. I'm surprised they didn't hit Cosmo as hard as I thought they would with the newest ban list. They just kind of put E-Telly at 2, and that's about it. That's all they touched. But yeah, that has been my time. That has been my opinions on this. I think it's an interesting concept. I think it's a good concept to do. It's a good way to switch up the game and keep players interested, instead of just having, events where, BAs and Cosmos and, Pepe are just going to top, and everybody knows that, where it's just going to be, 1/3 of it's going to be Pepe, another third is going to be BA, and then another third is going to be Cosmo, and then the final match is going to be a Cosmo mirror match or a BA mirror match or something like that. I think it's a good and refreshing concept. I really like it. But yeah, that has been Kale Alec on the Generation Duel tournament. If anything, go out and win yourself a mat if you really want to go do this. In my opinion, the Zexel one and the 5Ds one is pretty nice. But yeah, that's been my time. This has been Kale Alec here, signing off.